I feel like there will always be, as long as there are communities, especially like here in Siouxland, as long as there will be communities and people who live this way, they will need their local news because they want to know what's going on in their backyard, not just what's happening in Washington, D.C., and we're there to deliver.
Now, KCAU 9 News starts with your forecast first.
Good evening, Siouxland. We have a beautiful sunset out there on the Port Neal Welding Company camera at the KCAU 9 studio. It's been a pretty nice day. We've been able to melt off some of that snow that's been sticking around, with temperatures able to get up into the 40s and 50s this afternoon. It's now 51 degrees in Sioux City, 54 in Orange City, 50 degrees in Denison, and 48 in Yankton. A little bit cooler for tomorrow, but some nice weather to look forward to for Halloween and beyond. We'll have much more on the complete 9 on 9 forecast. KCAU 9 News at 6 starts right now.
We are Siouxland proud. This is KCAU 9 News at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks so much for joining us tonight. I'm Sophie Erber. Tim has the night off. Iowa once again reporting a record number of COVID-19 hospitalizations. Nearly 600 Iowans hospitalized statewide. The head of the Iowa Department of Health tonight explaining the data behind that number. And it's our top story for you right now at 6.
The 596 hospitalized individuals represent about 11% of total hospitalizations statewide. And so we do share that information, as it's updated every day on our webpage. We share information about bed availability, as well as other indicators about severity of illness. All of those things together are really important to help understand the healthcare capacity needs. And it also reinforces why we all need to take the right public health measures to help limit the spread of the virus in communities across Iowa.
The New York Times reporting that coronavirus-related deaths, infections, and hospitalizations in Iowa have been consistently rising over the past several weeks now. In Siouxland, Woodbury County health officials tonight recording 44 new cases in the past 24 hours. That brings the total number of cases to more than 7,300 countywide. There's also 52 patients currently in hospital due to COVID-19. Meanwhile, in Sioux County, they report nearly 2,500 total cases and 17 deaths. In Nebraska, Dakota County reporting just 4 new positive tests today, nearing 2,600 total cases. The county reports 136 cases over the past 2 weeks. And in South Dakota, Clay County reports 169 active cases. Union County reporting 192 active cases. As the pandemic continues across the United States, the Trump administration just announced a plan allowing millions of Americans on Medicare or Medicaid to get a free COVID-19 vaccine, of course, once one is available. KCAU 9's Washington correspondent Jesse Chanur reports.
As soon as that vaccine is ready, we're also ready.
The more than 60 million Americans on Medicare will be among the first in line for a COVID-19 vaccine. And Seema Verma, the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services Administrator, says it'll be free.
Our seniors have paid into the Medicare program their entire lives, and they deserve access to this vaccine.
Verma says new CMS regulations also allow Medicaid to cover related out-of-pocket expenses. The cost to taxpayers isn't clear right now, but Verma calls it a worthwhile investment. Congress and the White House tried to make the changes on their own, but realized current CMS regulations would not cover the cost. The issue hit the presidential campaign trail this week, with both candidates speaking to seniors and lower-income Americans. President Donald Trump continues to promise 100 million doses by the end of the year.
We're all set logistically. Our military is going to deliver it. It'll be done very quickly.
While Democratic nominee Joe Biden continues to criticize the administration's handling of the pandemic.
Donald Trump has waved the white flag. Abandon our families and surrender to this virus.
If President Trump doesn't win re-election, would that affect this plan at all?
Not at all.
Verma says the new rules are ready to go. CMS is just waiting on the vaccine, which several developers are likely to announce by the end of the year. In Washington, Jesse Tenor, KCAU 9 News.
And Verma expects all Americans to have access to free coronavirus vaccines by March. With days left until the general election, we partnered with our sister stations to conduct the Next Our Iowa 2020 Red America, Blue America poll, or RABA poll. Going head-to-head, Democratic challenger Teresa Greenfield holds a 6-point lead, that is, over incumbent Republican Joni Ernst. Additionally, more Republicans are supporting Greenfield at 12% than Democrats are supporting Ernst. That's at 9%. We do have more results from the Next Our Iowa 2020 RABA poll on our website. Right now, the address there on your screen, SiouxlandProud.com. Today, Omaha police confirming at least 7 people were taken to a hospital last night after an outdoor campaign rally for President Trump. The president arriving at the rally shortly after 8 p.m., greeted by a large crowd. The event lasted roughly an hour, but attendees would not be able to leave for several more hours. The thousands of people that came to that rally were not able to get back to their cars on the other side of Eppley Airfield due to insufficient busing from the campaign. Many at the rally say that it wasn't cleared until after 1 in the morning. After the last 2 days of cold, today felt like quite the warm-up, almost like springtime weather in Siouxland. Let's check in now with Chief Meteorologist Scott Larson for a look at the rest of your work week forecast. Scott?
Well, Sophie, it was nice to see a lot of that snow get erased by the sunshine and warmer temperatures that we experienced this afternoon. Highs were in the 40s and 50s around most of the map, even getting up to 60 degrees in Tekamah, Nebraska. 53 in Sioux City today, 52 in Yankton, 53 for Spencer. Here's a preview of the Halloween forecast. We're expecting to have some clear skies for the weekend, and temperatures should be in the mid-50s for the start of trick-or-treating, falling into the upper 40s by the end of that at 8 o'clock. So looks like we'll have some favorable weather for Halloween and even warmer conditions for next week. And we'll have a sneak preview of what you can expect in the 9 on 9 forecast. That's a couple minutes away. Sophie?
All right, thanks, Scott. We'll support Siouxland soldiers and the Sioux City Elks Lodge are teaming up tonight to give back to veterans and their families. Tonight, more than 5,000 pounds of groceries given out through a drive-through distribution, as well as free winter coats given out to both adults and children at the event. Organizers say the pandemic has impacted many Siouxland veterans' families. Lending a helping hand during these tough times is part of their overall mission.
We have definitely seen an increase in the need, and we're just tickled that we have the resources and the volunteers to help.
The pandemic has also been hard on nonprofit agencies such as the Elks and the Support Siouxland Soldiers. So we're really happy to partner and be able to continue services for veterans in the Siouxland area.
More than 70 coats, socks, and hats were given out by the Elks, and Support Siouxland soldiers distributed food to nearly 100 cars. As the seasons begin to change and the temperatures begin to drop again, seasonal depression begins to set in for many people. On top of that, there are still the stresses brought on by the ongoing pandemic. Seasonal affective disorder, also known as SAD, is a form of depression that occurs at the same time every year, usually in the winter months. One Siouxlander says isolating because of COVID-19 has made this year feel like an extended seasonal depression.
I always hate when the fall comes because I know when the weather starts getting colder, I know what's going to happen. I'm going to get sad all the time, and it's hard to get myself out of those funks, so then I'm isolated by myself all the time.
A counselor with Catholic Charities in Siouxland says getting outside and talking with people will make dealing with seasonal depression a bit easier. Halloween just a couple days away now. It is important to remember your pets during Hallows Eve. Halloween can be stressful for animals because of all the strangers entering in their territory. The Siouxland Humane Society says a few ways for pet owners to keep their pets safe include being in a quiet room with maybe the TV or the radio playing, also having their favorite toys around. For a few more ways on how to keep your pets safe Halloween night, check out this digital exclusive story. It's posted on our website right now, SiouxlandProud.com. If you're trying to make plans for Halloween, why not celebrate a little early with me? I'll be at the KCAU 9 booth at the Tyson Event Center trick-or-treat event. That's tomorrow night from 5 to 7. The first 100 people through the door do get a free bag to store all their goodies in. There will be 35 local businesses handing out candy. That is trick-or-treating at the Tyson Event Center, and we hope to see you there. Thousands of animals run away every year, but one dog ran away at the worst possible time. How a puppy on the run nearly ruined his owner's wedding, coming up.
We're looking for some chillier weather to happen tomorrow with high temperatures looking to drop off into the 30s. It will be really nice on Halloween, and we can expect a warm up for next week with highs in the 60s and 70s. You don't want to miss your 9 on 9 forecast. That's next.
You're watching KCAU 9 News with Tim Seaman, Sophie Erber, Chief Meteorologist Scott Larson, and Sports Director Jake Jones. This is KCAU 9 News at 6.
58, the high temperature next Monday, 64 on Election Day Tuesday, and it looks like the warmer weather will win the popular vote here. Temperatures getting up to 70 degrees next Thursday and Friday. That's some change I can believe in. Really looking nice out there. Lots of sunshine in the forecast.
What a lot of people don't know about Scott is that he is the punniest person here at KCAU, and
I like to dig into those.
Good.
Oh,
yeah.
Thanks. I work on them.
I liked them. All right, thanks a lot. Well, pets do mean a lot to their owners. One woman even gave her dog an important role at her wedding, but that dog got cold paws, that's a Scott pun right there, and took the day off. How the dog was reunited with his family, coming up next. Well, a dog isn't just a man's best friend, but a woman's as well. One pooch was supposed to be in his owner's wedding, but apparently he got cold paws. Rebecca Faith tells us how the dog found his way home.
This is Rocky. He might look like a little guy, but he caused some big problems for his parents on their wedding day. This outspoken little bugger named Rocky was supposed to walk his mom down the aisle, but he took off. Where were you this whole time? It happened Friday night. After wedding pictures, Rocky snuck away from a groomsman who was holding him and ran off.
Not being able to celebrate one of the best days of my life. I got to marry my best friend, and I haven't been able to celebrate it yet because we've lost one of our best friends too. And you know, you have that feeling over and over and over again that you just want him back.
But in the end, Rocky the runaway found his home with help from friends and neighbors.
The hundreds of people who came out to put out posters, like, every single one of them mattered.
And Rocky tells us he's finally ready to celebrate. Rocky was finally trapped in the woods right behind the church parking lot, and the way they say they did it, with fried chicken.
That was smart. Well, do you know someone with a unique talent? If so, we want to know them as well. Starting next month, we're sharing their stories. We hope you'll share those Siouxland stories with us. It's easy. Shoot us an email at news@kcautv.com. Do briefly explain what it is this person does that's so interesting so we can share their stories with the rest of Siouxland. The Huskers going to have to wait a couple more weeks before opening up Memorial Stadium. Jake explains why this weekend's game was canceled. Coming up in sports. Don't go away.
Blue Jays open their season in Sioux Falls this year, Sophie. They're going to play Utah in the used to be Maui Classic. Now, I'll be perfectly honest with you, it's a very long name for this tournament. I don't remember it, but it's
I remember you telling me it was extremely long.
Yeah, it's right during the Thanksgiving break there, so that they're going to start in just a little under a month. But man, going to be fun to see them so close. Omaha is not too far.
I know. I mean,
Sioux Falls is close.
We weren't sending you to Hawaii anyway.
You know what? I was waiting on that, but, you know, it's just COVID. That's the only reason they're not sending me to Hawaii. It's just COVID.
All right. Better luck next year. Thanks, Jake. And we'll check in for a final look at the forecast. First, to take you outside right now in Siouxland.